This episode of Another Great Day is brought to you by CDs, musical coasters. It's Monday, November 6th, 2023.
Coaster?
Yeah, you set your drink on them now.
Oh, no.
Well, is anyone using CDs?
Geneva has CDs.
Well, the previous tagline was CDs. They're kind of seedy. Maybe that would have been better.
What?
Anyways.
CD?
Yeah. Well, I'm Aaron.
I'm Chris.
Hey, we're here with another Great Day podcast. Podcast designed to encourage interaction, creativity, and conversation. And Chris, let me tell you right now, we got a heck of a show lined up this week.
Shows.
We're doing all the same stuff we did last week.
Wait, are we doing a show?
Just different. Yes. This is live.
Wow. Hello, everybody.
Yeah. Hi. There's our listening audience over there.
Oh, look at that gas station.
By listening audience,
We're in the car, right?
Grass. And squirrels. So many squirrels. Anyways, hey, it's Monday. Let's kick off this show with everybody's favorite segment, Bad Movie Descriptions. Yep, Bad Movie Descriptions. This is where Chris and I will very poorly describe a movie to each other, and we'll see if we can guess what it is. If you guys play along, wherever you are, see if you can guess these. Ready? I'll do one, Chris will do one, then I'll do another one, Chris will do another one.
Sounds good.
All right, let's go. All right. A goofy man uses milk to save some local kids.
Milk.
Milk. This is a deep cut.
What is this?
My kids are going to know this because we just watched it recently. But
Oh, okay.
this is a tough one.
Is it Mr. Bean?
Ooh, same
Ernest?
idea.
Is it Ernest?
It's Ernest.
What does he save?
It's Ernest Scared Stupid.
Oh, that's right.
And
the Halloween.
They spray
Yes.
the trolls with milk.
Spoiler alert. Although that kind of movie doesn't matter if you have
No,
spoilers.
it's just dumb fun.
It's just fun.
You know what I mean?
Know what I mean, Vern?
Know what I mean, Vern? All right, what you got?
All right. I have some things here. Okay. A kid reads a book and says goodbye to a horse.
Never-ending story?
Yes.
No way! I'm Atreyu. Let's go. I never liked those movies.
Oh.
Did not like The Flying Dog.
It was real. It's a flying dog dragon.
Flying Dog Dragon.
Dragon
Didn't like
dog? Dog
Dogran.
Dog dragon.
Dogran.
Dog dragon.
Dog Dragon.
Perfect.
All right, we're professionals.
Nailed
All right,
it.
number 2. A skeleton is looking for love and meaning.
A skeleton looking. Is this Nightmare Before Christmas?
Boom. You're good.
I just remember the beginning being like, oh, this is not as scary as such. It's kind of this scary looking creature person
Yeah.
just wants somebody to love.
Exactly. It'd be like Jaws was just lonely, and instead of eating people, it was his love language. Jaws is just a love story. He was misunderstood. Okay,
Oh,
what do
dear.
you got?
All right, so my second movie. Here we go. Ready?
All right, Chris,
Here it is.
let's hear it.
A man is annoyed by a group of people.
No.
He says, "Don't pay attention to me."
What in the world could this be?
The
a man is annoyed?
The people are quite diverse. One is a humanoid lion.
What?
One's a girl who's wants some red slippers.
Do you listeners know what this might be?
One
Oh, is this Beauty and the Beast?
is
No.
It's
Wizard of Oz.
A man full of straw.
Yeah, it's a Wizard of Oz. Oh my gosh, that was torture. Well, how did you just describe it? Will you describe it again?
Is a man who's annoyed by people and says, "Don't pay attention to me."
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Golly,
Specifically
that was good.
behind a curtain.
Oh, that's awesome. Great. So we had Ernest Scared Stupid, Nightmare Before Christmas, and then we had what was your first one?
Never-ending story.
Never-ending Story and Wizard of Oz. Well done. All right. Well, that was Bad Movie Descriptions. Let's continue on. And that'll bring us to This Day in History. On this day in history, a lot of political stuff happened. I think every day this week we're going to have something that happened in politics. So on this day, Abraham Lincoln is elected the 16th president of the United States over a deeply divided Democratic Party, becoming the first Republican to win the presidency. Did you know that Abraham Lincoln was the first Republican? Yeah. Anyways, Lincoln received only 40% of the popular vote, but handily defeated the three other candidates. Do you know who those other three candidates were, Chris?
It's written down here, so
So you do.
I can read it. You want me to read them?
Sure, go ahead.
A Democrat, John C. Breckinridge, John Bell, and Stephen Douglas. Douglas Lincoln debates.
Isn't that interesting?
I listened to a thing about how the Douglas Lincoln debates happened. Have you ever heard this? How these worked out?
No.
This was in a talk about attention spans for humans these days. They're very short.
What? I wasn't paying attention.
Oh dear.
Just kidding.
And, the debates from Lincoln and Douglas, they would go to a city. This is before. I think they were maybe campaigning for like governor or senator or something.
Interesting.
Or maybe not. Maybe I think it may have just been general. Let's go have a show and debate a topic.
That's cool. I'd
the
watch
debate
that.
would be one of them would stand up for 3 hours and give the opening remark.
What?
Then a 3 to 4 hour rebuttal by the other person.
This is an all-day event.
And then an hour-long close.
Get out of town.
This is the Lincoln Douglas debates.
Wow.
They were not, I'm talking over you. We're having a discussion. It was, I'm going to lay out a long, huge, complicated topic for a long time and go into extreme detail.
Wow.
And then have a rebuttal of the same amount. And then finally a closing. And then in the next town, they would swap who went first.
That's so interesting because in order to do that, you would have to really be quite thoughtful in how you presented your point of view, knowing, especially if you're second, that, or if you're first, that the person going next is going to possibly dismantle everything you say. So you really have to have an ironclad idea with a lot of defense around it.
It seems to me like it was more like, let's all figure this out together.
Oh, okay. So
And
it's
less
not,
of a, I'm going to win.
it was not a debate. It was a discussion.
Yeah.
Who had the better idea?
But I've never
rather.
actually listened to one or read, because I'm sure they're written down somewhere.
Huh.
I
wonder if any of our listeners have ever listened.
And there are people who still to this day will do Lincoln Douglas debating because it has a bunch of rules and regulations.
Oh, okay. That's
And
neat.
it's similar, much shorter.
Let's bring that back. Shorter. Let's bring that back. Well, one of the things that I thought was interesting on this day in history just now is it said he defeated these three other candidates. There was the Southern Democrat Party, I guess, the Constitutional Union, and the Northern Democrat. So I wonder if those were three completely different parties or if they were just Democrats from the North, Democrats from the South, and a Constitutional Union fellow.
I don't know.
Should have done more research, but that'll do it for this day in history.
And now
Today's
it's
question
question of the day.
Yeah, thanks, Chris. I appreciate that. All right, folks, here we are. The question of the day. We're officially halfway through the show. We got a question for you. Why don't you discuss this amongst yourselves? Here we go. If you could live on a planet other than Earth, what would it be?
Not Earth?
Not Earth. Now, we're assuming here that you're going to be able to have sustenance.
Okay.
Like air, don't worry about it. You got air.
Okay.
Soil, you can grow space potatoes, whatever. I don't know.
Mad Dave.
Martian reference, yeah. If you could live on any other planet, or maybe just visit it, which one would you do, Chris?
Oh.
What planet have you been just had a hankering for?
I am going to confess, I don't know tons about the planet's surfaces.
Okay.
I know we have planets in our solar system that are very gaseous.
Yes.
It'll be kind of hard to see.
They ate a lot of beans.
Lots of beans. Like Mars, we have pictures from.
We've had rovers on Mars.
And I can visually conceive of what it would look like to be on Mars.
Yeah.
It'd be like going to a red Grand Canyon deserty kind of place.
Do you think that giant clock is still there that Dr. Manhattan built?
From that comic book.
Yes.
Yeah, probably is.
So Mars, you thinking Mars?
I guess so, because it's the easiest one for me to figure out. Maybe the moon.
You know what I'd go to? I'd go to the sun because it's like the king of planets.
It's not even a planet.
Well, planet what? When that thing goes, we're all history. Sorry, that's a Harry Carey
right, Harry
joke.
Carey.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna go to Venus. I think a blue planet. So you chose the red planet. And I chose the blue planet. That's cool. Well, if you've ever been to Mars, let us know at another great day.
You can go online and look. There's like 360-degree cameras.
Oh, interesting.
And kind of travel like a Google map of Mars, of where the rover's
No way.
been. So you can kind of like you're walking around on Mars in a very picture-y sense.
That's awesome.
It is really interesting to kind of get this perspective that
technology, man,
is somewhere else. I don't know.
Google Mars, Google Venus.
Also, they have sound from Mars.
Right. Well, the rovers have been there, so. Well, great talk today, Chris. Planet Talk, successful. Well, let's take a quick break and check in with our dad joke correspondent on location. Take it away, Wes.
Hey, Chris. Hey, Aaron. Hey, do you know why Cinderella is so bad at soccer? She keeps running away from the ball. Have another great day.
The ball.
Oh, that's so good. Oh, good job, Wes. I'll say when it comes to jokes, Chris, Wes is definitely on the ball.
And soccer, glass shoes, bad idea.
Yeah, those two. Do not wear glass shoes to a soccer match. Oh, that's awesome.
There's a joke in there somewhere.
Yep. Good job, Chris. All right. Well, that's going to take us to this day's word of wisdom. Got to get wise and civilized here. Oh, we'll get calm. We'll get relaxed. We're walking through Proverbs 25. That's right. Proverbs 25, verses 6 through 7. Chris,
all right.
We'll read the NLT. I'll read the Amplified.
NLT says, "Don't demand an audience with the king or push for a place among the great. It's better to wait for an invitation to the head of the table than to be sent away in public disgrace."
Wow. Do not be boastfully ambitious and claim honor in the presence of the king, and do not stand in the place of great men. For it's better that it be said to you, "Come up here," than for you to be placed lower in the presence of the prince, whom your eyes have seen. Wow. A little lesson about humility there, Chris. Humility. Hard to do. I'm great at it. Just kidding. Well, that'll do it for today. Let's cue the music up and wrap things up. Chris, what's our mission here?
It is to encourage interaction, creativity, and conversation.
Do you think anybody's interacting during these podcasts? Do you think they're conversing?
I think they turn the podcast on and then turn it down and they just talk amongst themselves.
Just nice background music.
Like, oh, Aaron and Chris are kind of with us.
We're the soft jazz equivalent of a podcast.
While we're having life, Aaron and Chris are mumbling in the background about space dogs and
space dogs and planets. Well, we thank you guys for listening. We thank you for joining us every day and being with us. We're having a great time. We hope that this lightens up your day just a little bit. Thanks for listening, and we hope you make it
another
great day. We'll see you tomorrow.